So tell me, how are you doing? No, really, how are you doing? Because we've lived through a really difficult start to this year. We've listened to politicians and lived with the uncertainty of who is telling the truth and who is lying. We have grieved children who have been harmed by wealthy pedophiles. And many of us have experienced personal struggle with depression, struggle with illness, some of us even facing the struggle of grief and death. My name is Pastor Pete, and I want to invite us to discover joy even in difficult times. Today is Palm Sunday, and the story of Palm Sunday is a story of finding joy in the middle of our darkness. Let me take you back to Jesus. Jesus, who was facing a really, really difficult moment. Here's the backstory. Jesus had publicly criticized King Herod. He then called out the leadership of the temple for their love of power and position. And now a group of people are planning to assassinate him. And in that group is Herod Antipas, who joins them in saying, let's get rid of this troublesome voice. And it's in this really difficult time of his life that Jesus joins a celebration in the temple. Palm Sunday is the story of people waving palm branches and praising God together. And the Palm Sunday lesson that I would offer us today, a teaching that joyful hearts cannot be silenced, even in the face of threats and disapproval. When the immoral powers of our world want to silence us, our most potent response is to refuse to have our joy taken away from us. I'm reminded of this word in the Psalms. The writer of Psalms says, God can turn our mourning into joy. Psalm 30, verse 11, let me quote, you've turned for me my mourning into dancing. You've loosed my sackcloth and girded me with gladness. Now be clear, this is not magic. This is not closing our eyes to difficulty. It's asserting that the bullies of this world, those corrupt officials of our world who inflict pain and suffering, that such people will not have the last word. Because we will claim our joy even in the face of difficulty. And do note that joy doesn't come when everything works out. Joy is to be found in the middle of difficult times. The joy of discovering that God accompanies us both in good times and in bad times. So I'm inviting us in the week that lies ahead, this Holy Week. Let's use this Holy Week to seek the joy of the Lord through prayer, through worship, and through time to reflect on our faith. God be with us all.